Hey, hello, welcome back to Control, where we've returned to the shelter. And I was probably going to level up or something, but let's go to the boardroom and see what's going on. And we'll probably be heading out to other floors.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Let's talk, Emily.
We did cancel the lockdown. Doesn't seem like she really wants to talk.
Listen, Emily.
Emily.
Screw it. Just tell her. I have been completely honest.
What's the worst that could happen?
Brother, Dylan.
Except
When
he's
we
a
were
ghost.
kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through.
Okay.
That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside.
So we were already in touch with anomalies.
Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
He was talking to us.
A being.
Rolling us.
What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone.
But now they're in here.
After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan. I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up.
She was like, that's all you get, but it still continued to tell the rest of the story.
I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the Ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved.
Interesting.
A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there.
So it's in the building somewhere.
More about this being you found.
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss?
Seemingly, they're enemies.
In spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director.
Probably her.
This was logged years ago.
Because she is now the director.
Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Clearance level 3.
Marshall is the next step.
Why'd she have a sniper
Emily
rifle?
told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something.
A swimming
Do
pool.
you feel it?
The swimming pool.
Something's coming.
From the swimming pool.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now.
I fed you.
And when time comes, I will come call.
Spoiler. Their alarm's going off. I fed your furnace. Don't suggest that I didn't do anything to help you. That was what you wanted, and I fed your furnace. Major targets under maintenance. 20 minutes left. Timers on these things. Old Boys Club's find Marshall. I guess we're gonna track this because there's 20 minutes. Maybe that's guy needs help. Hotline. The hiss. I'm sure this isn't eating our time or anything. This is searching for speakers to corrupt chaos. Okay, yeah, we noticed that. The astral plane is a conflict switchboard. The hiss will come for us all. Is that your pronouns, us all? To stop, shut up, them. I've been shooting out all the speakers and things that I've been coming across. Don't suggest that I haven't.
Hope has asked us to document his incantation, she calls it.
You mean like...
I'm not gonna listen to these guys. I don't have time. Shield strength. I mean, the best thing to do is launch large objects. We take all of the big things. Additional mod slots. Okay, that's really good. That only costs 1. That costs 2. Plus more launch damage, sure. Like, let's go into full launching. And that costs 2. Sure, why not a little extra melee damage? Okay, I could have got some extra health or anything, but we've got an additional mod slot now.
In person.
Which is good. Launch energy costs, evade energy costs. I mean, we've got a level 2. Energy recovery speeds, sure. Let's go that. Anything level 2 seems pretty good. Okay, NSC energy converters. How do I know maintenance? Right, so I need to go to the maintenance floor and go deal with this. Then I can think about some other thing. Right, maintenance. And then we need to go to the energy converters. You know, he wants a little help. I'll give him a little help. It's a time-based thing, and then we'll go to the other guy. I don't know if there's any specific downside to not doing it. He does seem the bad guy. I don't necessarily want to help him, but we also don't want to seem to piss him off, right? He's got some sort of knowledge of what's going on. He might just be a third chaotic neutral entity. You know, there could be things of all sides. Because obviously there are multiple doorways to multiple universes. We're being assisted by one. The hiss is another. He could just be a third. You know, the fact that he's... Because he's not quite hiss, is he? He's not acting like them. He seems chaotic neutral with his own interests. So, you know, get him on side might be good. But he also could just be the ringleader of the hiss and the ultimate bad guy. So it's hard to tell, but I'm gonna go with chaotic good and assist until it becomes very obvious that he's the bad guy. Then we might change our mind. But whilst he's not necessarily giving himself to be a bad guy, you know, he's asked for help. We can go help. If he betrays us, then we know that he might not be someone that we should. But until then, okay, NSC energy converters. I like that the map is... Right, so that's shields. That's also lag. That's gun out. That's run. Blackrock processing. I mean, if we're in the darker area, NSC power plants, that'll lead around to the energy converters. Want to get there as quick as possible, and then we can pick up things like this. vaporize them. Seems pretty effective. Okay, have I got a new gun mode? I don't think this is Pierce mode. Right. Kill the exploding things before they pop us. I'm trying to just pop their shield so that I can actually do some of these quests, but... you know, I guess the additional smash damage has proven a bit too strong, right? Right. What modes have I got on? Spin shot and grip. Right, so that's spin shot. That's why that was doing that. Right, we need to do some non-spin shot moves. Spin shot seems pretty good though. I may be too effective with my new things. We're going to the energy converters, which is not here. I'm not lost. You're lost. This way. It's very easy to get lost in these semicircles of similar doom. Okay, so we didn't even need to go up the ramp. It turns out we were already at the right thing. Energy converters. Right, there we go. That door. Hi, I'm coming to help. Where are you, my good friends? Is it gonna close the thing again? Maybe he'll give us the power to do these things. Okay, they look like FBI hiss. Okay, so I need to pay more attention to my bullets. Run! Fail utterly. Bureaunet fails! That's a failure? No. You can fail missions? I ran out of juice because I didn't hold it down because I was expecting it to hit him in the back of the head rather than, you know, drag it all the way to me and then throw it. Because that had been working. What's the worst that could happen? Failing a thing. Right? I was doing okay. Well, that sucks. Yep, I'm sure that that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a high alert, and I took out a few of them. I was focused more on trying to do the subquests of, you know, hit them with the piercing shots rather than pay attention and win. Just a little rusty. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. I'm sure that there won't be consequences. It was probably just for some extra experience or something, right? Copium, I'm sure we were just gonna get some extra experience. And everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Even though we've got to load up twice now because we're going to several different loading zones because we're going to respawn back at the top because I didn't even take that checkpoint near the thing. But it's fine. If we don't even need to go back to the maintenance zone because the mission failed, then everything's good, isn't it? Everything's good. We're just going back to where we actually now need to go. Because we're finding Marshall. Because we've failed the mission. That's unfortunate. Welcome to the oldest house. What a mess. Burn the trash. We did burn the trash. Good defense. Merry chase. The merry-go-rounds. But we failed the other one, right? In the executive sector, service weapon in PS modes. Executive section. But we're going to research. I'm gonna go in the executive section and just kill a few things. Just because I want to get this mission out of the way. Because otherwise, it's pointless, isn't it? So we're gonna run around in the executive modes and kill some things. And we have literally failed that mission. It is gone. We cannot get it back. So let's look for some things in the executive zone. Kill them! In whatever means we need to do for the mission. And then be on our way to research. And I'm sure that they will be happy that I've cleared some extra bad guys out of the executives. Right? Tropium? Right? Now we'll check once I'm back up there what sort of mode we need to run the things in. Because that's going to be important. Bum 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 bum. The loading times need to have a little work. You know, just a little work. do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Because they are very long. Too long to load. Then we wait. Also, I shouldn't have been letting it fully offload the gun. That was, you know, the problem as well. Little Rusty forgot that I shouldn't be letting it fully offload because that causes us problems because it takes a long time to then reload to give us more attacks. So we should do some shooting, but not all, because then we can do some other shots. Right, the triangle of Derry Lee. Because I have clearance now. I can also go loot whatever things that we've potentially missed back here. Energy boost mods. That's interesting that that seems to be a door. But not necessarily. Can I get some bad guys? This still seems to be a thing. Okay, yep, that pierces building. Just kill enemies in the executive sector. Doesn't necessarily say with Pierce or anything, it's just kill them. Which means... Where is he? Which means I can just use the powers. And not care. Just gonna check the missions. Service weapon in Pierce modes. I guess Pierce is a different weapon. Enemies. Right. Kill his strangers in shatter modes. Shatter. 。 2 for 1. Might as well min-max the missions. There a lot spawning in here, aren't there? It definitely seems the more times you come back to an area. Rocket launcher. The more times you come back to an area, the more hiss respawn in it. Definitely seems to be a thing. Right, toilets are obviously unlocked, but nothing special in here. Okay. That's just back the way that we came. But again, that's probably because of the shifting of building, isn't it? The door exists because it could be a potential way that you need to go. Obviously, it's not necessary right now. But if the building shifts in such a manner, it might become a path that is required to take. Oops. Above me. Okay. Nothing in here. Your perpetual fingers? What are they talking about? We've been in here, there was a video, but we've already seen that. Oh, it's not loose, it's just the checkpoint. Which we have already activated, right? A level 2 clearance, which we now have. Airplanes aren't real. I figured out how they do it. The windows are TV screens. The whole thing moves on big tracks like a roller coaster that moves through underground tunnels in Earth. Airports are more like train stations. They do this because the sky is full of monsters that they don't want us to know about. The planes we see in the sky are the monsters. The government made the Earth trains look like the monsters so they could lie to us better. Don't contact me. Sure. Okay, yep, sure they are. Just big flying monsters that poop out long trails of poop as they go. That seems perfectly sane and plausible.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes.
I think we'll watch this one.
Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet
Yeah,
nukes.
we've seen this one. What's in here? Another toilet. You know, this is all just for the sake of clearing things with the killing mission. That was a boss. Did I ever go in this shelter? I'm guessing so, but who knows, honestly. I mean, there's going to be enemies that spawn in here, right? Oh? Okay. Ooh. Something we missed. Havana supplements. Bureau medical staff personally evaluated the injured embassy personnel when they arrived back in the country. While the victims reported cognitive issues, dizziness and fatigue, further testing by Bureau medics found intense cell damage similar to that of radiation exposure. Agents and research staff remained to take soil samples from the surrounding area, but they found no trace of radioactive element or, you know, any health issues beyond the health issues of the staff. The communications department disseminated a story of foreign powers using nuclear warheads on the embassy staff. This resulted in various health issues that required the embassy to be evacuated. The story successfully took hold, gaining brief international attention. Or, you know, nuclear poison or something. Launch efficiency, more house memories, secrets, old tech. I don't think there's a reason to really run across to the other side of it. Can I have a peep? That just leads all the way to that, and then there's a vent. I don't know, that vent might have a key. Security clearance. Okay, it's something that will open up later at some point. Because it has a means to do so. It has the lock symbol and everything, so when the building shifts, or it's just for looks, you know, it's to look like shifting could occur in there. But I feel like we're supposed to come back later at some point and shifting will occur. For now. We're here early. Any more enemies want to show yourselves? The music's still going. What's that? The Massey. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You will know that I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears is desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to realise that otherworldly objects exist. So another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign, perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can't stop monitoring the true meaning of whatever happened and the other thing for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. There's definitely still an enemy around, because the music hasn't stopped. Where are you hiding? I mean, that was the boss room. You know, this quick look for some things to kill. This room is always full of enemies, right? There's another path there, actually. Interestingly, ironically, no enemies spawned. Okay, well, we've been in here previously and we grabbed something out of there, but we're gonna have the power to maybe do something about that later, right? No cameras. Thank you. Okay, enemy is good. Yes. Hey, don't. Don't you dare fire rockets at me. As you can see, I'm getting... very good at dodging those rockets. Ouch. You die. You die. Anyone else? You die. You die. Okay, we got them all. He says, with music still intensely playing. Don't fire that at me. That will not end well for you. Okay, so. Go to the executive, go to the central. Okay, perfect. Right. We've done what we need to do. Let's go back to central executive, which is going to be a bit of a run back, I guess. Maybe there's a quicker way of getting there, but we're going to have to go the long way around through dead letters and everything. And I'm sure that no enemies will spawn in whilst we do it. Although, I can just fast travel back to the thing. It's going to load though. But is it quicker? That's the real question. Is loading in this way quicker than traveling? And it looks like maybe, ironically, it may be. Okay, fast travel actually quicker. Let's collect our rewards. Let's not abandon. Let's collect our rewards. Find reading. Maintenance. Distance is foreign grounded distance. We do not approve. Charge into the field. It's the art of commercial war, right? Charge modes. Headshots. I mean, that's the executive sector. His snipers? I guess. You know, maintenance at some point. Charge mode. We don't even have charge modes. And we're not going to the executive sector, so I'm going to go charge modes. And see what that is. Right, let's go to research department. Parapsychology. The research sector. Bullets are effective against health, but telekinetic abilities are stronger against armor. And now that we've upgraded them so strong, it also completely obliterates them despite them being armored. You know, it's just, they're already vaporized, they're already dead. That's how hard we hit them through their shields. So if we wanted to ever kill anything that shielded, well, they're already dead. Before we even get to kill them with anything other than just the ability. I'm sure we'll get charge mode gun at some point. Don't know what that would be like. It's interesting that we got this pierce mode thing before we can even do piercing. Oh well. I'm sure we don't need it. It'll just sit there, you know. These are not required things. We're just doing them because it's a mission that it gives us. So I don't know why I even took time to waste time doing that, you know. It's just I wanted to clear it because we're not necessarily fighting things in the executive sector for a while. So I might as well. Okay, come on, into the research area. Can't believe we failed that one though. We've done everything but make progress for the first half hour. Okay, the research area. Got a lot of empty things. That's handy. We rip off the speaker to immediately kill them. I mean, I can hear them already talking, but that's not the bad guys. That's just an ordinary thing saying welcome to the research area. Doing it like an introduction. Oh, that's just a literal video.
All this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of research, and to make the Bureau proud. So,
how are you playing sounds?
assuming you have the necessary clearance, and and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Yes, bad things will happen.
Yep, that's what the manual said to do.
Research sector, huh? Home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
I don't know if they're that mad. They're just a bit upset. No, I know she means insane, but I had to make the joke, right? They're not angry. Low ammo, he's already dead. If we go, we don't need ammo. Easy. They've entered in. Very sussy. Where are you? I know there's a sniper. I can hear you shooting. Not a grenade. What's the music still going? I feel like there's a sniper up there. I can't get to him. Oh well. We'll get to live! I mean, Dr. Darling's office might be a good start.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HR.
You look very tired.
What are they for? Do you always need to wear them?
Yep. You're not wearing yours, are you?
What's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway?
Looks like you stayed up all night to finish it.
Fuck.
You didn't need that.
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing...
Yeah, that's the Amazon Echo that does that.
Think of them as
As a meme.
as a life preserver. Only
Yeah,
instead
but
of water, the
preserves your
thing
life.
HRAs protect you from is classified.
It's
Only
this.
that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat.
Okay, so he sent the message out of why.
Don't worry, it'll be quick and painless. Kidding.
No, they'll just possess you and it'll take all the time and you'll probably be in a lot of pain. Research sector. That's the one that we saw on the way. Assets! Okay, intrusive thoughts. Let's see. It's intrusive pattern. Not gonna bother with anything else. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the entity of the astral plane. An entity or group of entities that we have little information on. Or little that I'm allowed to access. In his written report, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the guiding star thing that's helping us, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained that's into the very power of objects such as Hotline or the service weapon, or into the very existence of them. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the... It's not linked to the hiss, but had a connection forced upon them. Forced for them, yes. Dyslexia. somehow jumbling the letters. Isn't it strange that no other objects of power required direct contact with the hosts? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the object of power, or the involvement by the star thing, is the natural fact and not something more sinister?
Questions recently regarding HRAs.
Something's in the vents. And running. Something suspicious is definitely in the vents. That actually works! That's clever! I didn't think that would affect the projector. Oh my god. 10 out of 10, whoever programmed that.
We're not tracking your movements.
You actually made it have
Stations.
effective physics. And I can shoot it out. Ironically, lightest sounds. That is actually clever. Resonance, it's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us. Through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? The astral entity opened a door to the astral plane. I called his verse. The his verse emits a force that is far beyond forces we've previously dealt with. It's shown me so much that I have to wonder, is the resonance, the key elements are not in all altered phenomenon. AWE's altered items, objects of power, do they share a common resonance that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if the resonance has been the answer the whole time? Refer to file resonant for the full effect. Okay, so I can start and stop the stress balls. But I can't shoot them. That's an object of power, isn't it? Permanent. That's one way of making the safe thing come out. Perpetual motion. Right, so squares of pondering and hypercubes. I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you, asking for an increase in their department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel. All fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the strongest department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional researchers could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. Not a bribe. Hashtag just a gift, not bribing. Okay, so that one is the important one. Yep. We're gonna definitely know that. Okay, at least it's there. And then this is the symbolization of the hypercube, isn't it? From this angle, it almost looks like the thing's complete, but it isn't. Like, parts of it are missing, parts of it are non-tangible. The darkness. You want me to see it from an angle where the light, you want me to look at it from specifically that angle, so that the darkness is on the other side. It's interactable. Classified. Can't turn those ones on. That one's just an ordinary cube. Okay, the stuff in the vent's a little concerning. Maybe it is people above us. Stop hissing at me. Nice little mess we made here. We stopped that! Yep, we sure put a stop to that! Just bobbed him in there as he was about to throw that. That's actually perfect timing.